Greetings everyone! Today, we've got two TroposAir Solaras. Very nice fans. I installed them quite a bit ago, but I'm only just now home alone, and I don't really feel like explaining to people that I'm filming a ceiling fan video. So, this is the first opportunity I have to record them. We got two. We're kind of gonna do them at the same time. It'll be chaotic. Here we go. Start off with low. They're DC fans, so they gotta do their little dance. And then they're up to low speed. Then there's this one. The remote is down here because it's, I don't know, it's the most available switch plate we had. And we didn't feel like drilling holes or anything, cause lazy. It gets the job done. This one's up to speed here. You can see, I would have liked a slower low speed, considering there's 5 speeds to choose from. But this works. Let's go over here. Get them both in frame. I'm not going to do this for every speed, maybe? I don't know. Definitely low and definitely high. I'll try and get them both in frame. Yes. Ceiling fans. But yeah, low speed, not quite as aesthetic as I would like for a 5-speed fan. I don't really care that much because they're outdoor fans. It's not the worst low speed. But yeah, for outdoor application, I really don't mind this. The direct breeze is actually quite good for a first speed out of 5 to choose from. Spread isn't a whole lot, but I do think that is partially because we are in an outdoor scenario and it's on slow speed. When we get to speed 5, things get much better, trust me. But yeah. For outdoor use, solid first speed, speed number 2. I like that it does a little beep. I like that the fan does a little beep when it receives the command, because that way you know it's doing its thing. Especially on a DC motor fan where things are a little delayed and funky. It's really nice to know that the fan hears you and is processing your command. I like that a lot. I really think these are great fans. The only issue that I have with them is when you cut power at the actual switch, it doesn't remember which speed it was at. So when you flip the switch back on, it doesn't turn on. You have to set the speed on the remote. These are technically like Wi-Fi enabled smart fans, so I don't think their use case was intended to have them like be turned off. But yeah, it's a little annoying. It's also a little annoying that I can't actually seem to get them to connect to Wi-Fi. That's because the Wi-Fi back here sucks. At least I assume. I don't know. Things that are Wi-Fi connected, like TVs and stuff, just generally have a hard time back here. So I'm not gonna blame that on the fans, but definitely kind of sucks. I'd like if they worked. Yeah, there they are both running. But yeah, those are the only 2 complaints, is the switch thing and the fact that I can't get Wi-Fi to work. And also it makes a little bit of a clicking noise when it spins. And I don't think that's my fault. Speed 3. Makes the noise, it hears my commands. Love that. Excuse me. Yeah, did I accidentally press the light button there? I don't know. But yeah, we went with the driftwood finish because it wasn't too dark and it kind of matches the furniture a little bit. So these have the mom approval rating. I mean, all the fans in the house do, except for the ones in my bedroom, because my mom has to agree with the other ones in the house. But my bedroom's my room. I can do what I want. So they're on speed 3. Oh, I didn't switch to wide. They're on speed 3. But yeah. I also didn't comment on the spread of the breeze at speed 2, but I don't know. Speed 5 is where it's really going to matter. Spread of breeze here, I definitely feel, yeah, I feel a little something here. Again, when it gets up to speed 5, you can feel it all the way over here. That's just not where we are right now. Speed 4. And hello. Speed 4. This is installed in a weird spot. And also, these are remotes. This is what the mounting thing looks like. I don't know if it's supposed to be like this or if you're supposed to put it. You might supposed to actually be putting it like behind a wall plate, and then this just be like a switch. I don't know. I put it in front of the wall plate because I'm lazy, and that's just what we went with. It works. Yeah, speed 4 on these. Pretty solid, pretty solid. Speed 4, I'm starting to feel things, like all the way over in this chair. I can feel it at speed 4. Again, it's outside, so, you know, it's an environment where the air is kind of free to flow out all the way that way if it wants, and there's probably breezes from other directions that are intercepting. If this was in an indoor environment similar to my room, it would be on par with the Riviera, I think. Definitely in terms of spread. Strength, maybe. I don't know, let's see. This is speed 4. Yeah, not quite as strong as my Riviera, but the spread is good, and the spread's kind of what I care about here. And now, I forget if I did wide angle at 4. And I can already hear it making the noises. And yeah, there it goes. There it goes. Up to speed 5. Yeah, installation for these was actually not too bad. The canopies on these are like the largest canopies I've ever worked with. Which is good because there's, you know, it's DC motor fans, so there's more wires to deal with. And there's a receiver. None of this integrated receiver nonsense, which I like. I prefer without integrated receivers, although DC motor fans, it doesn't really matter because you kind of need a receiver regardless. But yeah. Now we discuss actual airflow, which, again, all the way over here at the corner of this couch, my family and I have tested it. I think it takes a second to properly kick in, but yeah, it definitely cools things down. I don't really feel it as much right now. I think there's countering breezes and just general weird outdoor stuff. Yeah, installation was easy. Canopy is like the biggest canopy ever. It's extremely lightweight. Pretty much the only source of weight is the motor, which is good because the way these blades are, you kind of have to put the blades on during ground assembly. So that is actually quite nice. And there's only 3 of them, so even though it's 60-inch blade span, it's not too annoying to carry. Yeah. Anywho, Spindown. These have an extremely short Spindown, as you're seeing, because there's like some sort of notches or something. I don't know how to explain it, but there's like notches. And the motor, I don't know. But yeah, basically there's force stopping it. It's not just coasting to a stop. There's like actual force putting it down. And yep, that is the entire Spindown. I shit you not. Again, there's like little notches in the motor. Don't know why. Never really seen that before, but there are. And yeah, this one we'll watch Spindown too, because that's just what we do. Yeah. Installation's also super straightforward. The only time I needed the instruction manual was to figure out how to do the Wi-Fi stuff. That didn't end up working because the Wi-Fi outside is stupid. So yeah. Very easy to install if you've done ceiling fan installation before. Very intuitive. Also, these do have an option for a light kit that you have to buy separately. We opted not to do the light kit because we don't utilize light kits out there. Also, there's the entirety of Spindown. Actually, we'll just start off with this one. 0 to high. I could just press the power button, but for some reason I just prefer to do the speed when I turn it on. I don't know why I'm like that. That's just what I do. And yep. Yeah, the air spread seems to be doing better on this one. I think because we got all that going on here, there's less interfering breezes. So like back here, like I'm feeling the air all the way up my legs and up my chest. I think I just had opposing breezes on this one. Speaking of which, let's do 0 to high. Yeah, these are the... Yeah, I also, for those who aren't aware, the Fanimation Slingers. The Fanimation Slinger that used to be in this location just decided to stop turning on. I don't know what was wrong with it, and the fan was too shitty for me to care enough to try and fix it or troubleshoot it. And I've been meaning to replace these ones anyway. So yeah, we finally did. Which means I have installed and picked out every fan in our house. Which is quite something. And yeah. Now, before I go, just want to, I don't know, I say address a few things, that sounds dramatic, but just a couple things going into the future. For those who don't know, which is probably everyone, in like a little under 3 weeks, I'm going to college. I'm moving out of this house. I'm going to be in an entirely different state. So, yeah, National Ceiling Fan Day, not going to be what I normally do. Because I won't be at this house to do a house tour. Originally I was thinking of like pre-recording it way in advance, but I just don't really want to do that. And in dorm rooms, there's not really a spot for me to put any ceiling fans, so I can't really take any of my fans and do dorm room stuff, which kind of sucks. So I may rush fraternity, maybe, if I find one where the people seem nice and the culture, because fraternity culture isn't like the normal type of thing that would be for me, but I don't know, maybe I'll rush. See if I get into a house where I like the people, and if there's spots for me to put ceiling fans, then I'll do fans there. Or what'll most likely end up happening is the town that my college is in. There's like a town square with a bunch of restaurants and stores and stuff, and there's ceiling fans in those. So what I'll probably end up doing is just like a little mini tour of those, because there's some pretty interesting ones there, and there's a good enough variety that I think I can make a National Ceiling Fan Day video out of it. Now before I leave, I probably will go around and record every fan in my house if I can find time where I'm home alone, just, you know, as a little send-off, so you can all see all of the fans in my house in one video as they are before I leave. And I also plan on taking down the Riviera and putting the Meridian up in its place, because whenever I am in a situation where I want to move, where I can take my fans with me, I do want to like get the the Riviera, and bring it to wherever I go, because that is my good airflow fan, and I just like it a lot. Meridian will stay as the childhood home fan, at least until eventually years down the line when my parents decide to redecorate and don't want an oil-rubbed bronze fan with a spotlight kit in the room. But yeah. So, those are just plans going forward with life updates, etc., all of that. Things that I think would be important for you all to know. And just plans moving forward. So, yeah. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching the final new ceiling fan updates in my house until I eventually replace the Meridian. Until I eventually put the Meridian up. But that's not going to get its own video, because I've already demoed the Meridian, both with and... No, not without the light kit, because I bought the light kit with it. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice day. Outro stuff. Bye-bye.